All right, good morning. It is about 5:30 a.m. here out in Southern California, Saturday morning. Going to get ready for a busy day with the family, but first I wanted to get you guys taken care of with the video. So, first thing, this poor kid, he goes by Raw Bliss 95. We need to help the guy, or try to if we can. Anyway, I'll talk more about that but first, I'd like to issue an apology to a guy who goes by the name of Conscious Calisthenics. And the apology is really in the lines of a video I made a couple days ago about carnivore zealotry. And I used him as an example of what zealotry can be. Not that he is currently a zealot. He has changed from a vegan diet to a now a more omnivorous diet and possibly a carnivorous diet. I think that's going to improve his health. And the example I was trying to point out is that there are people that are trapped in this vegan ideology that despite declining health will stick to it. And they deny the physical deterioration and the decline of health because they believe so strongly in the ideology. And thankfully, Conscious Calisthenics, or formerly Sunfruit Dan, apparently, is stepped away from that, and I applaud him for that, and I applaud others. And they're like, let me just show you. This is a person. I get this all this social media interaction. So this person behind me, she goes by Countess Bethery, which apparently was some lady who used to like to bathe in blood back in medieval times, particularly. But she labels herself as an early medieval archaeologist, cat lady, angry music lover, plant-powered, feminist, opinionated mix of academic and personal tweets, so on and so forth. And she was commenting on some, I can't remember what it was, but it was one of my tweets or something like that, I think. And she said, exactly, even if there are health benefits of this bullshit carnivore crap, which there isn't, by the way, she says, it doesn't make it worth the harm to animals and also the planet. Fuck them, right? So, obviously I disagree with her. But again, I see her as a victim of the same warped ideology that we're seeing with, the skinny fruitarian kid, Raw Bliss 95, right? And so while I spent a lot of time, probably maybe some people would argue too much time, showing the problems with the vegan diet, it's not that I dislike any particular vegan or want to see harm to any vegans. I think the ideology is misleading and it is causing damage to countless people. We saw, another death in the news. Again, we see this all the time. Parents on a vegan diet doing it for ethical reasons and, obviously not good parenting. Obviously, a lot of other things going on, but the vegan diet is facilitating, in many cases, a way to, what ultimately ends up is malnourishment of their child. In this case, the sad situation, the child died at 17 months or 18 months of age at 17 pounds, some ridiculously unnourished kid. And it's, and the vegans will counter that, there's a study out there that by the largest dietetics organization, it's called the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. And, I've pointed this out multiple times. That study that they cite was authored by 3 ethical vegans. These guys clearly have an intellectual bias to do that. And the reviewers, many of the reviewers of that particular position statement were also vegans. And so, I'm just kind of concerned about that. But back to, we've got, Countess saying that there's, no benefits. I doubt there's any benefits to a carnivore diet. Well, I'll tell you, my experience has been quite the exact opposite. In fact, I'll give you a smattering of things I get. And this has occurred to me in a period of about 4 or 5 hours yesterday. I was just sitting there checking my direct messages I get from social media, and this is what happens to me constantly. And so I've got, let's read a few of these. So we got first one. Hello, Sean. I'm a 22-year-old, and I've had celiac disease since 2 years old. Epilepsy with night convulsions, walking and talking while asleep since about age 4, and then at age 14, I've been diagnosed with arthritis in my knee. About 4 years ago, I started using intermittent fasting and paleo, but I was always hungry because of eating some grain and fruits. After a year, I transitioned to keto, and all my symptoms have completely gone, hunger gone, energy throughout the roof. I've still had some problems with digestion, but I was thinking that it's normal, a normal thing. But later, about 2 years now, I saw you on the Joe Rogan Experience and started carnivore. Everything got better, even then on keto, and the digestion is becoming normal. Carnivore and intermittent fasting gives me the superpower feelings I'm lucky enough to discover all nutrition thing early. You've made my life so much better. Thank you. Okay. Another one. Thanks for all you do. One day I'll sit down and write out everything that's changed in my health and send it over. But in the meantime, your posts have changed my life and my health. I was severely depressed for years, and now I look back and wonder why these things weren't recommended to me before. You know, Countess Bethany, maybe you're listening. Hi, Sean. I hope your day is well. I was diagnosed with a very severe case of multiple sclerosis in 2012. Since then, I've tried it all. I have been carnivore for the past 7 months, and I feel amazing. Heart is strong. My brain is even better. Thanks to all those good fats in the meat. Just wanted to say, keep fighting the good fight, and thank you for the information on this nutrition plan. Another one. Poor little fella is talking about a vegan. I feel for him, man. I used to regurgitate all the same nonsense. Tough to get past the fact that animals need to die for me to live. It is what it is. I've accepted it. I'm glad I found your feed and many others that present real science, not swayed or paid for by Big Ag. I've never felt better since ditching veganism. Depression is gradually getting better, and I'm putting on muscle. Here's to 100,000 followers and more. And he's referring to my Instagram account. Hi, Dr. Baker. Since starting the carnivore diet from a paleo diet, as a type 1 diabetic, I've reduced my overall insulin intake down by 95%. My doctor doesn't believe my blood work, and my A1C is now 5.2%, which is technically not even diabetic. Keep up the good work in spreading the message of this diet, as my endocrinologist told me to eat tons of grains and fruits, which had my A1C at a dangerous level, 11.5%. Thank you, Dr. Baker. So, you know, for the people that say there's no benefit, I would strongly beg to differ. And for you guys to saying, well, it's all anecdotal, there are thousands of these anecdotes, and they come in more and more every day. And yes, we'll be doing a study. I've mentioned that many times. World Carnivore Tribes to sign up on Facebook. I know not a lot of people like Facebook, but that's just the way it's going to be for now. We'll get that in the literature. But back to Raw Bliss. Look, man, as much as the last couple of days, I've used this picture to demonstrate the sort of absolute sort of extreme problems that can happen on a vegan and particularly a fruitarian diet. I really don't want to see you suffer, man. I mean, look, I am willing, I do consulting, coaching type stuff. I charge people money, not a lot, because I don't want to, I really want to get the message out there. I want to try to keep it affordable, but I would be willing to, consult with you for free to try to help you out. I can tell you about how you can, include a healthier diet, get you off this sort of craziness you're on. I really hate to see anyone suffer. The fruitarian thing, the vegan thing's not going to do it for you. It's just going to lead to, hopefully you're not already developed permanent damage with your teeth, or organ damage, or bone damage, or joint damage, or even mental health damage, and you can recover from this. And veganism's not going to get you there. And so if you want to help transitioning away, I'm happy to do that. We can talk about how you can do it in the most sustainable way, minimize the impact on animal suffering. You can minimize far better than a vegan diet can do, by the way. There are ways to do a carnivore diet where you do the least possible damage to animals. Even a fruitarian diet requires animal suffering and death. I mean, that's just the way it is, guys. So anyway, Raw Bliss, if you are listening, or if somebody knows and wants to put them in contact with me, just send me a message on YouTube or some other way. DM me on social media, and I'll hook up with you. We'll get you hopefully sorted out. If not, hey, that's no big deal. Like I said, I'm ultimately in it to help as many people as possible. I hate to see anyone suffer, even vegans. But it's just something that I think as a community, let's all reach out to this guy and say, hey, guy, please, for the sake of your health, for the sake of your family members that I'm sure love you, and any future relationships you have, take care of yourself, step away from this craziness, and like I said, I'm there to help. All right, guys, Otto Wilde Grill, still got few more days left on the sale, say $300. Use the link in my bio. Cinder Grill, same thing. Very excited about new website opening. It's going to be in part designed to help bring this message to the masses in an affordable way, and to really spread the message. Book coming out next Tuesday. Pick up a copy. Spread the word. Buy a copy for your friends for Christmas. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. And like, subscribe, put your thumbs up, thumbs down. Like I said, I look forward to helping as many people as possible. Okay, take care, guys.